The Accountant, 2016 action thriller directed by Gavin O'Connor, whose previous credits include Warrior and The Way Back, both of which I really enjoyed. This stars Ben Affleck, Anna Kendrick, J.K. Simmons, John Bernthal, John Lithgow, and Jean Smart. The story follows Christian Wolff, played by Affleck, an accountant that is on the autism spectrum. He has a secret life. He's an accountant for some very shady people, drug lords, arms dealers, mafia heads, and so on. And he also has a military past. At the beginning of the film, as he's starting to get tracked by US Treasury agents, he takes a job that is supposed to be legit for a change, so as to lay low for a while. He's supposed to review books of a robotics company after a young company accountant found some inconsistencies. But of course, the job turns out to be much less legit and much more dangerous than it would initially appear, and Wolf gets himself into a lot of trouble. So I remember actively deciding not to go see this film in theaters when it came out 9 years ago, because I thought the premise of weaponized autism sounded stupid. I've seen movies, most notorious example would be The Predator, where autism is made out to be this kind of superhero, and I think that's silly and reductive. But having now seen The Accountant, I have to admit it was a whole lot more fun than I expected. It wasn't as silly and reductive as I thought it would be, and I also thought, on the one hand, it treats the autism angle with a fair amount of respect and understanding, but on the other hand, manages to justify the more entertaining aspects of the film, such as the hand-to-hand combat and the shooting action and the criminal subplots. I thought the story was well written, full of twists and turns, slowly revealed to the audience. I didn't expect all of them, so credit to that. It all comes together fairly nicely at the end. The performances are very good. I liked Affleck in the lead role. He does a great job with the character, and apparently for himself, he mentioned that this is one of the top 5 roles that he ever played. The supporting cast is solid. Obviously, you can just look at the list of names and expect good stuff there. I think the action is well choreographed and nicely shot. Most of it is clearly visible, easy to follow. I also liked the little moments of humor, which generally felt very natural and funny, but never to the point of being a caricature. In general, this is kind of a dad movie, a fairly straightforward action thriller which isn't revolutionary in any way, but is still entertaining, an entertaining way to spend 2 hours of your life. Good stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, it made me a bit excited for the upcoming sequel.